Hi, I'm Dula Parkinson. I'm a staff scientist at one of the Department of Energy's national labs, Lawrence Berkeley National Lab in Berkeley, California. I like to be called a Beamline Scientist because I work with powerful beams of X-rays produced by a particle accelerator called the Advanced Light Source. Obviously, my superpower as a Beamline Scientist is X-ray vision. The powerful X-ray beams produced by the Advanced Light Source let me look through things to see microscopic structures inside. Let me tell you a little more about me. When I was growing up, my dad always wanted me to be an engineer. He said that there were lots of good jobs for engineers, and also two of my grandparents were engineers. My dad was the opposite of an engineer. He was terrible at all the things I thought an engineer should be able to do, like fixing things or putting things together. My mom took care of all those things in our house. My mom was the one who helped me with some of my first science projects too, including experiments with glow-in-the-dark stuff, an insect collection, and building a car powered by a mousetrap. My dad did actually help me learn some things that I still use as a scientist. He was the one who first got me into computer programming. He had me make my own programs using software called HyperCard. One of the things I like about my job now is that I get to use what both my parents taught me. I can spend time building and fixing things when I'm working on experiments, and then I can also do some computer programming when I work on data analysis. One thing I love about being a scientist at the Department of Energy is being part of a big team. When we say team science at the Department of Energy, we're often talking about teams with hundreds of scientists, engineers, technicians, and administrators who come together to do something none of us could do alone. My team of about 200 people at the Advanced Light Source works with other scientists from all over the world who come to do X-ray experiments. We usually have experiments running 24 hours a day. There's a sense of urgency because we want to do as many experiments as possible. But there's also always a sense of excitement and cooperation as we work together. The fact that so many scientists come to visit and use the Advanced Light Source means that I get to learn about many different areas of science. Just in the last year, I've worked with scientists from labs, universities, and companies to scan shale rocks, high-energy density batteries, drought-resistant plants, crunchy snack foods, heat shields from NASA spacecraft, composite parts from jet engines, dinosaur fossils, and rat brains. That's just a partial list. And I only work at one of the 40 beamlines that always run simultaneously at the Advanced Light Source. At the other 39 beamlines, all kinds of other exciting experiments are happening. To give one example, there are scientists who are studying the structures of coronavirus proteins at the Advanced Light Source right now. At the Department of Energy, we are constantly innovating, and we lead the world in many areas. Right now at the Advanced Light Source, we are working on an upgrade that will give beams of X-rays at least 100 times brighter than what we have right now. A few other Department of Energy X-ray facilities are also working on their upgrades. It's an exciting time to be part of the Department of Energy. If you ask me why I study STEM, I would give two reasons. First, it's fun, and I like it. Second, I would go with the slogan we use at Berkeley Lab. We're bringing science solutions to the world. I really believe that I can have a positive impact on the world through research, discoveries, and developments in science. In case you're wondering, when I'm not at work, I do spend some time doing STEM-related things, like writing software to computer control my Christmas lights. But I also like to do other things. I'm known for biking to work every day, rain or shine, and I like to hike, do photography, and play the organ. I hope you'll come visit the Advanced Light Source sometime. I'd be happy to show you around. Until then, if you have any questions, you can send your tweets to the Advanced Light Source at ADV Light Source or to our lab at Berkeley Lab.